When I look back at my life, I wonder, what am I going to think of me? What am I going to think of what I accomplished, what I set out to do, what I actually did that wasn't even a part of the plan, and who do I look like to the, like, what do I look like to the next generation? And now that I'm a mom, I feel like I put a lot of energy into worrying about what I'm gonna look like to my child. And like, I don't know, like, what is she gonna think of me, you know? So the other day I had this whole thought where I was like, my daughter doesn't know me. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know my name. She don't know nothing about me. All that little girl knows is what I'm showing her every single day. And in reality, it's like that with us and our parents. You know what I mean? You know about your parents, but you only know what your parents show you. And what they expose you to, what they don't expose you to, what they protect you from, what they don't protect you from, how they treat you, how they mistreat you. You know, like, and that ultimately makes up a lot of who you are and a lot of what you're going to give to the world. And in being in my 20s, when I was in my 20s, later 20s rather, you know, there's a big difference from early 20s and later 20s, where early 20s, I was worried about the party. Like, I know there's a future one day, so don't act too crazy. But I'm like, man, I'm outside. I was never, like, I'm never too crazy on the drugs. I do my limits, things like that. But I was outside. I promise you that. And I love her. And I talk about those days like my glory days now, because I'm like, man, I love her. But then when I sit and I have quiet moments with myself, I'm like, no, these are my glorious days. I just brought life into the world, and I'm a creative. I was creative before the term creative was a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm Thotty Crocker, my friends call me, you know. I like making cakes. I like painting. I like sewing. I like just making things. And one of the things, like, I started documenting my life years ago and was like, one day I'm gonna be an influencer, but I don't have the energy to film myself all day, but I do love filming and I do love doing things. I just don't have all the extra space to project manage what it would take to have like a Keeping Up with the Kardashians or Bad Girls Club, the things I grew up on, that I'm like, man, I don't care what y'all think about people on the internet. I don't want to be an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. Like somebody has said on a video earlier, she was like, I don't want to be an influencer, but I do want to be a content creator. I don't want some huge audience, but I want something of people who come to see me and want to support me and want to be there for me. You know what I mean? Like, we could build a network, but I don't want people who just watch my every move, watch everything I do, etc. And the thing is, bottom line, put a label on it or not, people are watching what you do on the internet. You know, like everything. And I always like to be whoever I am online, that's who I am offline. Like, anything you see me post, I promise you won't be surprised. If you sat with me in a room, you'd be like, okay, that's who she is. But I don't feel like I post anything crazy. However, when it comes to the internet, anything is crazy. Like, look, I'm about to feed my cat's dog food. Oh my God. When I tell you, the last time I had beef with a bitch, she was like, you feed your cat's dog food. I was like, oh my God, bitches is going that low. Y'all try to slander somebody for anything out here in the world. Never mind the fact that the exact same ingredients and one is $1 cheaper with bigger kibble from the same store, but whatever. I digress, whatever. Like, it can still play. You don't even argue with bitches. Like, you don't even argue with bitches. That's the thing, is I like saying bitches. You know what I mean? Like, I like referring to other women as bitches. Like, hey, bitch. How you doing, bitch? Like, the internet get real picky. You know? So it's always like, damn, what do you put? What don't you put? And life moves faster than you can give yourself the balls to come online sometimes. Like I'm just to where I'm like, okay, Tristina, I want to be a lifestyle vlogger. Like, that's my inner child. She's been screaming it. And then I'm like, but girl, we got a baby now. Like, she's like, bitch, who told you to go have a baby? I still wanted to be an influencer, you know, like, she wants the whole, like, fly me out. But I'm like, okay, girl, we need to be flown out to like a Home Depot convention, you know, like, we're not going to Miami to shake her ass. We can do that on a girls trip with no cameras in a couple years. Like, you know, once the baby a little bigger, you could leave her behind for 2 days. I doubt that's ever happening. We're never going to Miami. But you know what I mean? In case, like, I want a PJ. I just want, like, Kim Kardashian PJ. Like, I just want to own my PJ because, like, I want big. I want bold. I want that. But I also don't want Kim Kardashian fame. Like, please don't harass me. Why do y'all harass that lady like that? Excuse me. Like, I be having colds and shit. I don't have time to argue with bitches on the internet and make apology videos every day and this and that. Like, it's hard out there for these influencers. I tip my hat to them, man. Because y'all taking on a brunt that a celebrity could never. There's something about being an influencer that a celebrity could never. Okay? And that's why I respect each and every, quote, influencer. And I love the new extra branding of I'm a content creator. The people who are like, I just want to be paid to make content. That's it. Just pay me to make content. Pay me to film a little treadmill review, you know? And I love that TikTok made TikTok Shop and was like, oh, y'all content people, y'all just want this to be easy. I got you. Like, they cut a middleman through Amazon and whatnot. Like, I see shit moving and I want to talk about those things. Like, I've been watching, you know? And I'm like, oh, I'm going to be a beast when I could teach other people how to formulate this. I just got to get on camera myself, you know? And that's the problem, because I'm like, I can't just sit in front of a camera and tell you about my day. I have to, like, show you about my day, but I also don't have time to be trying to remember when I started and stopped the footage and this, that, and the third. So, like, today, what I did to film this worked perfectly. I had one camera set up because I said I know I'm gonna be making my food right here. I have my phone filming because I said I need a point of view and I could zoom out and I could just walk back and forth as I'm doing the things that I have to do to get this baby ready. But also I can talk to my baby or not talk to my baby as I'm doing these things, etc., and record voiceovers and this and that later in post. And then I also had one on the desk that ended up being a nice little time lapse for a whole other thing. Like, today was good. Today was nice when it came to filming, and I want to, like, make this my brand and my content and who I am as a person. Like, baby, I could teach you everything. That's how I feel. And I'm like, but I don't want to be an influencer big, but I'm also like, I feel like I'm also a little bigger than a content creator. Like, there has to be something in the middle. Like, who are we in the middle to where it's like, I want you to recognize me, you know? Like, that's why I'm like, I'm Tristina Kardashian. There's one and only Tristina Kardashian. And I'm not a Kardashian of the sense where let me piggyback off of them. That's not why my name is Tristina Kardashian. My name is Tristina Kardashian because when the Kardashians were just coming up, when the Kardashians was just really stepping onto the internet, I saw the vision and I fucked with my girls. Like, yes, we're like a family, you know? Like, there's things that not everybody's done that I can agree with, and I will speak on if, like, people in conversation, when they're like, well, how'd you feel about Kim doing this? And how'd you feel about Chloe? I'm like, you know I don't know these people, right? Like, do you know I don't know these people? I think sometimes on the internet we forget we don't know these people. But do you realize I really don't sit down with Kim? Like, yes, I sit down with Kim in my head, but I really don't sit with Kim yet. And the day that I sit with Kim, yeah, there might be things I'm gonna be like, okay, so bitch, can you please tell me? And I want to be to where by the time I sit down with Kim and Kim did her little Libra deep dive of my social media of who the hell is Tristina Kardashian, Kim knows that I'm gonna be like, bitch, why? What's up with you on Balenciaga? Like, yes. Like, yes, straight there. Yes. I don't want to argue with you about being a lawyer. I know you want to be a lawyer. Thank you. You're inspiring me so much more. Like, I love that. I love you and your private jet. I don't care how much you fly that shit, bitch. Like, at all. I do not care at all. But what's going on with you? Like, that's my one thing with Kim. You know? Like, I have my things like everybody else. But people see the name Kardashian, man, and y'all run with it. I don't know. This was a lot of rambling. To say a lot, to say a little, to go. I don't know the flow just yet. But, like, that's what today told me. That's what today was. Today was like, Tristina, you're Tristina Kardashian. Okay? Get your ass in front of the camera and get to a bag. Get busy and stop caring about everything with your little ashy hands. Look at my hands. I need to do my hands and my nails. I got cats. I wash my hands a lot. There's a baby. Anyway. Bye.